Welcome inside Hy-Vee Hall. It's Midwest Cage Championship MCC 29, along with the Hurricane John Halverson. I am Marcus Run and Hide McIntosh. And John, a great night of bouts here. Packed action from top to bottom. But let's talk about the last two fights.
The co-main, we've got Johnny Hollywood Case coming in, taking on Rick the Gladiator Glenn. One's a knockout artist. One consistently puts on fight of the night. This fight has fireworks written all over it, and the fans are going to get their money with this one alone.
And, of course, the main event, it's champion versus champion. Let's talk about that.
TJ the Spider O'Brien, MCC's lightweight champ, taking on Josh Henry, the 145-pound featherweight champion. They're meeting in the middle to decide who really is the king of the lighter weights.
All right, should be a great night of bouts here. MCC 29, we're back with much more. We'll start the fighting coming up in just a matter of minutes. Welcome back inside beautiful Hy-Vee Hall in downtown Des Moines. I'm Marcus McIntosh with John the Hurricane Halverson. It's MCC 29, champion versus champion, John, and we are preparing for our first bout of the night.
Man, the first bout from top to bottom, Marcus. I'm so excited for this night of fights. Isaac Adamson, taking on Eric Capio, will run through the tail of the takes. Isaac Adamson, 145-pound, 5'8" wrestler with a 1-0 record, taking on Little E, Eric Capio, 145, 5'7" jiu-jitsu practitioner with an impressive 7-1 record.
All right, let's hope the featherweight started out right. Let's go on up to ring announcer Sean Teeth for the official introduction of the fighters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of the evening is going to be 3 rounds in the MCC featherweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Budweiser, the undisputed king of beers. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 144 pounds. Fighting out of Creston, Iowa, holding a record of 1 win with no losses. This is Isaac Adamson. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Tama, Iowa, with a record of 7 wins with 1 loss. This is Eric Lily Capio. Your referee, Thomas Maston.
All right, our first bout of the night almost set to get underway. We have Isaac Adamson wearing the black shorts and the gray trim. Eric Capio wearing the gray shorts with the black trim. John, both men are exciting fighters.
Absolutely. Isaac Adamson made his debut just 1 month ago at MCC Trials, picked up a big win there in his invitation to the big show, and he looks to impress tonight over a very, very worthy opponent.
All right, both men kind of feeling each other out at first. Nice leg kick by Isaac Adamson. Both men pretty quick coming in and out. We'll see what happens next. Another leg kick by Isaac Adamson. Capio shoots, but he gets stuffed onto his back by Isaac Adamson.
Adamson in his first bout was very well-rounded, showed a good display of skills. Now, Eric Capio, this is, believe it or not, this is where he wants to be. He likes to work from the ground. He's a great submission wrestler. He's participated in quite a few submission tournaments.
Whoa, nice slam by Isaac Adamson. You see that? Wow. And, John, you know Isaac Adamson's got to be tough training with Josh Henry down in Preston.
Yeah, they're really building their camp, Marcus. A lot of good fighters coming out of the Henry camp. A lot of good fighters actually are on this card tonight, so they're going to look to put on a good show and really start to make a name for their camp.
Nice inside leg kick by Isaac Adamson. Leg kick back by Eric Capio. Another attempt to shoot. By Capio, now he's on his back, like you said, John, trying to entice him down.
Yeah, he's really trying to draw him in. Like I said, he's real strong off his back. He's got an incredible triangle and a really fast arm bar. So if he can get Isaac Adamson inside his guard, he's really going to try to work those 2 submissions.
Okay, Isaac Adamson switched quickly to southpaw, back to southpaw again.
Adamson's doing a great job with his footwork, moving back and forth, kind of switches styles. I would like to see him keep those hands just a little bit higher. See there, he kind of got he gave one, but he also took one in the chin. And
nice leg kick by Eric Capio. Both men coming in and out, feinting a little bit. Adamson looks like he's loading up that right hand when it was fired at any point. And Isaac Adamson is very popular with the crowd this evening.
Nice jab there by Capio.
Yes, nice straight right hands right in the face of Isaac Adamson. Oh, nice left hook by Capio.
And that's exactly why I said that,
those
that
hands
Adamson
up.
needs to keep that hand up.
Well, let's see if he's learned that lesson. Another nice right hand by Eric Capio. Yep, Isaac Adamson has to get those hands up.
Yeah, and you see now that Capio is really starting to figure out his timing. When Adamson moves in,
Oh, nice left hand.
just
by
like
Capio.
that, he gets tagged.
Nice body kick by Capio. Another body kick by Capio.
And those are going to take their toll the longer the fight goes, Marcus. That really takes the wind out of a fighter's sails getting hit like that.
All right, that's the end of the first round. Both men gave pretty much. Both men got pretty much. One of the big moves in that round was the slam by Isaac Adamson on Eric Capio. A lot of good action in round one, John.
Yeah, great. You know, like you pointed out, that was a big slam by Isaac Adamson. Didn't set up a lot, but some really good back and forth action in this round. Both fighters feeling each other out, landing some really nice kicks and some really good, nice stiff jab. In this round, I look for one or the other to really turn up the action, and I'm sure that's what Josh Henry, who's cornering Adamson, I'm sure that's what he's telling him right now. Turn up the intensity, really push the pace, and change your angles, go high, go low, don't be predictable. Now in Capio's case, they're probably telling him, hey, listen, stick to the same game plan. Counter punch, he's been really effective at that, and if he can get it to the ground, work that submission before either one of the two fighters start getting really sweaty and it's hard to grab something.
Now, John, I have to ask, Josh Henry in the corner of Isaac Adamson. He's fighting in the main event tonight. How is it out of the ordinary for a fighter to corner somebody else when he's fighting later on, especially a main eventer?
Yeah, I actually thought about that, and I asked him, because he's got a few guys fighting on him. He trains these guys. He's not only a fighter, he's also their coach. And I asked him, hey, you good with cornering and fighting? Yeah, I'll be all right. Josh Henry always got a smile on his face,
Yes, he does.
whatever he's doing.
All right, round two action. Once again, Eric Capio in the gray shorts with the black trim. Isaac Adamson in the black shorts with the gray trim. Let's see if Isaac Anderson took a note from you, John, and gets those hands up. He was getting peppered pretty good in the face by Eric Capio. Both men look like they're loading up. Nice combination of leg kick by Isaac Adamson. Nice clinch and nice knees by Capio. Nice front kick by Isaac Adamson. Nice body kick by Capio. But it was caught by Isaac Adamson, taken him to the ground now. Isaac Adamson gets right back up. Doesn't want to be on the ground with him.
He doesn't want any part of the ground game of Eric Capio, and he's probably done his homework, so I can't say that I blame him. He's probably going to be a little more effective on his feet.
At some point, though, with all this going on, do you think Isaac Adamson will get frustrated and come to the ground with him inside the guard?
It's hard to say. I'm sure that they prepared for everything, but I'm sure the game plan is to keep it on the feet.
Capio with some nice stiff leg kicks.
Yeah, Capio's he's really showing that he's got the veteran game plan. He's really staying composed regardless of the position that he gets in.
Okay, now he's on his back. Looks like Isaac Adamson has side control right here.
And this is a good position for Adamson. He's not really in any danger of anything besides for getting swept by Capio. As long as he stays out of the guard, he doesn't have to worry about the triangle or the arm bar. And those are, like I said earlier, two of Eric Capio's strongest submissions.
And it looks like Capio's worked back into half guard. He has one of Isaac Adamson's legs locked up as Adamson was trying to pass guard and get into a full mount position. Nice left hand to the body by Eric Capio.
He's trying to soften him up, get Adamson to move, possibly get him into the guard position, which will be very advantageous for Eric Capio.
Capio seems a lot busier on his back than Isaac Adamson does on top.
If he's not able to throw up any submission attempts, he wants to stay busy and he wants to continue to score. He doesn't want to stay there and stalemate and get stalled out.
Nice exchange by both men.
And Capio really finding a home for that kick to the midsection of Isaac Adamson.
Yes, it is. Adamson's stomach's getting a little bit red. Another kick to the stomach by Capio. Maybe that's bringing Isaac Adamson's hands down to try to protect that kick to the stomach, and then in turn he gets hit in the face.
Exactly.
Wild swings by Eric Capio. Another body kick by Eric Capiu. Nice hands, and then Capiu gets taken down by Isaac Adamson. He's inside his guard.
And this is exactly, wow, his time runs out. That's exactly where he wanted to be. So.
He looked like he was seconds away from locking the triangle onto Isaac Adamson. Now we go into the third round, John. If you're Josh Henry, what are you telling Isaac Adamson right now?
Go for broke, throw punches and bunches. You know, as you can see here, like I said, great takedown, but Eric Capiu is really finding a home for that kick to the midsection. And that's going to take its toll. It's going to really slow Adamson down coming into this third round. Capiu picked up a lot of steam in that second round. Adamson may have had the edge in the first round with the big slam, and he came out real strong, throwing some nice crisp punches. But I think the second round, Eric Capiu had that. So either corner right now needs to tell their fighter, hey, listen, finish the fight. If you can't stop your opponent, make it a decisive victory on your part.
So in your opinion, the winner of this round will take the fight?
I believe so. You know, it's you never know what it always depends what fight the judges are watching. That's why it's so tough, regardless of the promotion. You see it in the UFC, you see it in Strikeforce, you see it in MCC. Judges score fights a little bit differently. Some favor the wrestling, some favor the striking. It's a 10-point must system, and you just never want to let it go to the judges unless you've won that fight so decisively there isn't a shadow of a doubt that you could lose.
Okay, Isaac Adamson's on top of Eric Capiu. He threw some nice elbows from the left side. Now it looks like he's trying to work into a full mount position. Can he do it? That is a question. Almost. He's still in half guard right there. Capiu gets it back into half guard. But it looks like Isaac Adamson is still working to get that full mount. Can he do it? That is the question. Both men staying pretty busy.
Capiu's got the one butterfly hook in, and that's used to elevate the opponent. So if Adamson gets too high, he definitely runs the risk of getting swept by Capiu, and he could very well end up on his back.
And we've seen that many, many times. Isaac Adamson trying to stay busy with punches to the body and keeps moving and squirming around trying to pass that guard and get into full mount position. Nice right hand to the body from Eric Capiu. Both men staying very busy. Now Isaac Adamson gets up and says, let's stand up. Kicks by both men right there. Nice straight front kick by Adamson rather.
Now he wants to follow that up. That was a nice front kick, a nice teep by Adamson. He wants to follow that up.
So it's not just, you don't want just one kick, one punch. You want to do it in combination to set things up, right?
Right, and both these guys have kind of gotten into that rut with throwing, one, maybe two punches. You want to follow those up, especially if you land, because if you back up, you let your opponent reset, gain his composure. Now, Capiu right now is trying to lock up a Kimura, and it looks to be pretty deep. So this is something that Adamson wants to be very cautious of. He wants to keep that hand tucked. Capiu let it go, but it was tight there for a second.
Now Adamson working for that. Is that looks like he's working some kind of choke there, John, Isaac Adamson, or he was trying at least.
Yeah, a head-arm triangle is what you're referring to, but what he would have to do is get to the opposite side of where he's at in half guard now. So what he needs to do now is, if he's not going to throw any punches, he needs to back up, let him up, and really try to light him up on the feet. Really try to close this round out strong. With less than 30 seconds left in the fight, somebody needs to make a statement.
And let's see who makes that statement, as both men are now standing. Isaac Adamson throwing some punches. Both men throwing wild punches. Nice body kick again, but it was caught by Isaac Adamson. 10 seconds left in the fight. And it looks like this one will go to decision. All right. Great effort by both young men in there tonight, John. Nice way to start off the battles.
Yeah, great performance by both guys. This is going to be a tough one for the judges. I'm kind of anxious to see which way they're going to score the fight.
It's always anxious to see, and you mentioned that because, if it's a close fight, you don't know referees and judges sitting at different angles than we're sitting, not seeing the same fight that we are seeing. So it's kind of tough to tell in a close fight like this. It just all depends on what the judges sees, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Kapiu spent a lot of time on his back. Now, that is a position that he wanted to work from, but will the judges score that as Isaac Adamson had the ring control because he put and kept Kapiu on the back? Will they score the leg kicks as much as the jabs from Adamson? Like I said, it's kind of hard to really tell which way the fight's going to go. That's why, number one rule as a fighter is you don't want to let it go to the judges.
That's right. You want to stop a stoppage by knockout or submission, correct?
Absolutely. You definitely, and like I said, unless you go through all 3 rounds and you're just putting a clinic on your opponent, that's really the only surefire way that you're
Ladies
going
and
to
gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score the bout 30-27 by unanimous decision. Isaac Adamson!
Wow, 30-27, all 3 judges for Isaac Adamson. I didn't see it as that much of a runaway win, though, John.
I gave the second round to Eric Kapiu, but like I said, we're calling the fight. We're not judging the fight. So 30-27, great performance, great MCC debut from Isaac Adamson.
All right, we're back with much more. We're taking a break right here on MCC 29, Champion versus Champion. We're back with more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to MCC 29 Champion versus Champion inside Hy-Vee Hall in downtown Des Moines. I'm Marcus McIntosh with the Hurricane John Halverson. John, bout number 1 in the books. We are all set for bout number 2.
That's right. We've got Randy Meyer coming in to take on Luis Saldana, and look for fireworks with this one. Starting out, Randy Meyer, 145-pound, 5'9", karate practitioner with a 7-1 mixed martial arts record, taking on Luis Saldana, 5'11", 145-pound freestyle fighter with an impressive 12-1 record.
So Randy Meyer 7-1, Luis Saldana 12-1. It looks like somebody's going to come out of here with their second loss this evening. Both young fighters, both look like they're in fairly good shape, ready to do battle tonight. We saw a very interesting fight the first fight of the night, and as you mentioned, you cannot leave it up to the referee.
I don't think either one of these guys want to do that, Marcus. Randy Meyer's predicting a ground and pound victory in the first round, and Luis Saldana, like always, says he's going for the knockout.
All right, let's go on up to our cage announcer, Sean T, for the official introduction of the battlers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second bout of the evening is going to be 3 rounds in the MCC featherweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Max Life Chiropractic, affordable family care, specializing in all aspects of chiropractic service. Visit them on the web at maxlifeiowa.com. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Newton, Iowa, with a record of 7 wins with 1 loss. This is Randy Meyer. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa, holding a record of 12 wins with 1 loss. This is Luis Saldana.
Luis Saldana wearing the black and white shorts, Randy Meyer in the yellow shorts, and John, Luis Saldana, a lot of firepower in his corner with Miguel El Rey Rios and Josh Neer.
That's right. That's a lot of experience in the corner of Luis Saldana. All the guys over at New Beginnings MMA, great program over there. Like you said, Josh Neer, Miguel Rios, Elvis Matopchich, Andy Branson, the list goes on and on. New Beginnings MMA, definitely the school to watch out for.
All right, both men kind of circling around, filling each other out early this first round. Nice left jab by Luis Saldana. Randy Meyer missed with the low leg kick.
Saldana likes to use his jab to really set up those leg kicks, so look for that.
Nice sprawl by Saldana. But Randy Meyer staying persistent. He wants that leg. Let's see what happens.
Well, he wants the ground and pound victory, Marcus. He's first got to get it to the ground. Now, Saldana's got excellent takedown defense, so that in itself is going to be a tough feat for Randy Meyer.
Meyer did a good job of getting that right ankle and getting Saldana down. Has him in side control.
Now, Saldana's got his back up against the fence, and I know this is something that he works on a lot. He's going to get his legs under him, and he's going to walk up the wall. So Watch for him to do that. Meyer doing a good job of trying to keep him there, but he needs to get a hold of both of those legs and really pinch those knees together and keep him from putting his feet on the ground and able to elevate himself.
Meyer early on doing a good job of keeping control of that left ankle by Saldana to keep him from standing up, and now it looks like he's got him in a guillotine. And he's got the legs wrapped around, and it's over.
Wow.
Wow. Luis Saldana.
He didn't get the knockout.
John, you
but
missed it. Did a backflip off the cage.
He'll take the tap out.
Oh, wow. That was quick. Impressive as was the backflip. His corner, Josh Neer, and Miguel El Rey Rios, pretty happy about that. All smiles right there. That was a quick one.
Yeah, he wasn't going to leave it into the hands of the judges, that's for sure. So with that nice guillotine, Luis Saldana improves his record to a very impressive 13-1.
All right, so let's go on up to Sean T. Cage, announcer for the official call to the end of the fight. End of the bout, rather.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 1 minute and 24 seconds in the first round, by guillotine choke, Luis Saldana!
Our second bout in the books, Luis Saldana, the winner with a guillotine choke in the first round. We're back with much more on MCC 29, champion versus champion after this. Welcome back to MCC 29, champion versus champion with the Hurricane, John Halverson. I'm Marcus McIntosh. John, we are getting set for bout number 3, and there was a little bit of static, maybe not between the two fighters, but involving this bout at weigh-ins last night, right, as we look at Lucas White.
Just a little bit. Lucas White missed weight by a couple of pounds. The Brian Sykes camp got a little bit heated. Most know that's kind of a no-no in the sport, but we'll get back to that.
Okay.
Tale of the type goes like this. Lucas White, official weight 210 pounds. He's 5'11", a freestyle fighter with a 1-2 record, taking on newcomer Brian Sykes, a 6'4", 210 jiu-jitsu practitioner. And this one, it did get a little heated. So I look for Sykes to really come out and try to take some aggression out over Lucas White.
All right, I'm expecting a lot of fireworks in this fight, as in the last bout, rather. We have in Lucas White's corner, we have MCC middleweight champion Elvis Lutopcic along with Miguel El Rey Rios. And I see over in Brian Sykes' corner, he looks like he has the UFC's Justin Wren with him. So both teams, both fighters this evening have a pretty good cornerman going on.
Yeah, very impressive corner guys. Justin Wren flew in a couple days early to try to help Sykes make weight for his MMA debut. And when Lucas White missed, Wren got a little bit heated last night at the weigh-in. So, you know, you always got to expect at least one fighter to miss weight. It's life. It happens in the sport. You know, unfortunately, Lucas White caught the brunt of Justin Wren's verbal barrage last night.
All right, let's go on up to Cage announcer Sean T to call the introduction of the fighters for this bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keeping this party moving full speed ahead. Our third bout of the evening is going to be 3 rounds in the MCC catchweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Graffiti Graphics. Stand out in the crowd with wraps for cars, trucks, boats, and RVs. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 221 pounds. Fighting out of Colfax, Iowa, holding a record of 1 win with 2 losses. This is Lucas White. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 210 pounds. Fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa, with a record of no wins and no losses. This is Brian Sykes.
Brian Sykes in the black and gray shorts, Lucas White in the black shorts. John, good thing this isn't a battle of physiques, because I don't think Lucas White stands a chance against Brian Sykes when it comes to that.
Sykes is definitely stacked.
All right, let's see. And nice right hand straight off by Brian Sykes.
And that was for missing weight. That was just to let him know that he was upset that he missed weight. Now the fight begins.
All right, now, okay, we have Sykes on top of Lucas White. Let's see what he does from here. Looks like he's in half guard, or full guard, rather. Now he pushes those legs away and gets into side control. And that's not a good position when the man takes your back, is it, John?
Not with somebody like Sykes, who's got excellent jiu-jitsu, and he's very, very strong. You definitely don't want to give up the back.
All right. That hand is loose. Now Sykes is raining down hammer fists and coming up under. And now taking the back again. But Lucas White is keeping him from getting that left hook in there, which is always a smart move to try to keep that hook out of there.
Absolutely. Lucas White doing a great job at defending.
Yes, he is.
Rolling over, and he looks like he's wanting to take Sykes down and put him on his back.
Way to get out of that position by Lucas
Sykes not
White.
having any of it, though.
Some knees to the body by Sykes. Lucas White is holding on to Sykes' left hand for dear life. Looks like, yep, Sykes has that left hand out. Nice right hand to the body from Sykes.
Lucas White not taking a huge amount of punishment right here, but Sykes doing a great job of controlling.
Oh, wow. Lucas White, nice reversal. He almost ended up on top of Sykes. Lucas White doing a lot of rolling. Then it looked. Now he's got Lucas White's back again, Sykes does.
And he doesn't appear to have anything tight, and he doesn't have his hooks in. And Lucas White's now got him on his back
He ends
in
up
the
on top.
north-south position. And he's going for a north-south choke right here. It's hard
Sykes
to
is
see how
squirming.
tight. Yeah, he doesn't have it too tight. Sykes
And
able
now
to
he has
get out.
Sykes' back. How quickly it turns. Now he's in full mount. Look at
Going for an arm, and he slipped out. Sykes back on top. It just got interesting,
It
Marcus.
sure did. Nice action in this first round.
20 seconds left in the first round, so we may see it go to round number 2.
Punches up under from Sykes and a hammer fist as well, but Lucas White has a hold of that left arm. Rather, he's not letting it go. He did there, but he still has the right arm tucked in there pretty tight.
And great job by both these guys getting out of some rough positions. Great job by Lucas White defending a lot of potentially fight-ending positions at the hands of Brian Sykes.
Lucas White did a lot of rolling and turning and twisting to get out of some dangerous positions, John. I thought when Sykes took his back that was trouble, but Lucas White did not panic. He held on to one arm, he twisted, he turned, and then he almost ended up with an arm bar right there. We're watching it.
Yeah, great job by Sykes pulling out of that. And, Sykes is making his MMA debut. He comes from a great camp. He's been training for a long time with the Des Moines Jiu-Jitsu Academy, and that school is just top-notch, so he has plenty of good training partners. But once you get into the cage, it's real. It becomes real. And all of that training, you got to really dig deep and retain that. Listen to your corner guys. Everything in training is now fast forward, and again, it's real. The punches are real. So we'll see what Brian Sykes has in store for the second round.
For Sykes' first fight, no matter how much training he does, there's still nerves. There have to be a lot of nerves involved, John, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, you can train as much as you want and with as many good guys as you want, but once you get in there, it's like everything you've ever done in training is just fast forwarding, and you retain about a quarter of the stuff that you went over. After the fight, hindsight's 20/20. You're like, oh man, I wish I would have did that. Wish I would have did that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in round number 2.
And here we go. We have Brian Sykes in the black and gray shorts, Lucas White in the black shorts with a little bit of yellow lettering on it. Attempted a high kick by Lucas White, and some hammer fists coming in, and Sykes has White pressed up against the cage. And Lucas White reversed it. Nice knee to the body by Sykes. Another knee to the body by Sykes, and he's trying to bring him down, almost, but Lucas White ended up on top in Sykes' half guard.
Sykes went for a throw, just didn't have him quite over far enough as he wanted to, and
Full
Lucas
guard
White
now.
able to end up in the full guard of Brian Sykes.
Could this be a leg lock right there?
He's going for a leg lock, but in MMA, man, this is you could put yourself in an awful bad position going for leg locks.
And then he just seemed to let go. But he managed to get back up and on top of Sykes. Lucas White keeping him down by grabbing that right ankle. He still has a hold of it, trying to keep Sykes from walking the cage.
And you got to wonder, I mean, even this is a catchweight bout. It's at 210 pounds. But Brian Sykes is a big guy.
Yes,
he
he
packs
is.
on a lot of muscle. You know, and I'm not sure how much he cuts down from, but at the weigh-ins last night, he sucked a lot of weight. You could definitely tell. He looks like he's in tremendous shape. But you always got to wonder, you know, it's his first fight, and he's cutting weight. How much does that take out of the fighter?
And we'll see if this bout goes another round. But right now we're in round 2 action. A lot of twists and turns in the first round. Can't exactly tell what this is, but, you know, you have Brian Sykes on top with Lucas White on his knees.
He's trying to lock in a choke. It's kind of hard to tell from our angle, but I can see by the way that he's kind of gripping his hands. He's trying to lock in a choke. Now he looks like he's switching and going for an arm.
And
But
just slipped
Lucas
right out.
White able to get out of that, now in the half guard of Brian Sykes.
And now the full mount.
Now the full mount. He's riding a little high, though. Looks like Sykes can slip out the back door, and he does. Now you notice the action is slowed.
Yes, it has.
Both guys cut a lot of weight. This is where that shows. The end of the second, the third round. We've got less than 30 seconds left in the second round, and these guys are already moving quite a bit slower than they came out to in the first round. Sykes delivering some knees, and Lucas White just kind of waiting out in the final 10 seconds of the round. This is where the cutting the weight, the nerves, this is where it affects fighters, Marcus.
And this is where you can really tell who the fighter is, who fights through this and comes out on top. Both men very tired, ended the second round. We'll see if they can grab their second win, so to speak, and come back ready for third round action. Not a whole lot of action that round, John, but we're going to watch some of it right here.
Yeah, we take a look at Lucas White as he attempts a leg lock. Now, luckily, they're getting a little bit tired because quite often you see it in the sport, somebody goes for a leg lock, they miss it, the other guy slips out, and the guy that's going for the leg lock, his head becomes a punching bag. He put himself in a bad position. So, you know, that's not really a high percentage move, going for a leg lock. It's been done before, but that's something that's more reserved for the grappling tournaments.
Okay. And for both these fighters, as they prepare for the third round of this bout, John, is this gut check time for both men?
This is exactly what that is, Marcus. Right now, both fighters are getting the pep talk. You see both guys went back to their corner a little sluggish. Right now you can see Justin Wren over there telling his guy, listen, you can do this. This is what you train for. You've got one more round in you. Finish the fight. Let's do this. And Miguel Rios telling his guy the same thing. He's sucking wind. He's taking deep breaths. He's saying, listen, you got this. Your guy's just as tired as you are. Get out there. This is the last round. Go for broke.
Round 3, here we go. Let's see who wants it more. Lucas White in the black shorts with yellow trim, and Brian Sykes in the black and gray shorts. Leg kick by Lucas White. He goes for the takedown. Nice sprawl by Sykes.
Yeah, great sprawl from Sykes, and even sprawling, Marcus, that takes a lot out of you. Sprawling and controlling position takes a lot out of you.
Brian Sykes on top of Lucas White. Lucas White gets a hold of those arms, and he does not want to let go to avoid things like that. Punches to the ribs.
Exactly. That's, you know, having Sykes on him for the first round, whether he's, you know, going for a submission or trying to punch him, that's a big, strong guy, you know. And I don't care if you're another big, strong guy, you can only take so much to the face and to the ribs. So that's a lot of power coming down to you. But, you know, great performance out of both these guys. Like I said, I know both of them cut a lot of weight. And, you know, going into the third round, whether the fight gets finished or not, you know, kudos to both these guys.
That's right. It looks like Sykes was trying to work his way to Lucas's back. Lucas White's back to see what he can do there. It looks like he's still trying to work his way to the back. Lucas White had a hold of that arm, was not letting it go, and he rolls right over and reverses it. Now he's in side control on Brian Sykes on top. Lucas White is. Now he looks like he's inside Brian Sykes' full guard right there. Lucas White with a nice elbow and right hand.
White has Sykes pressed up against the cage, really looking to make a statement in this round. You know, just going back to our first fight, you don't want to leave it up to the judges. You want to make something happen, whether you finish the fight or not. And with that said, it looks like Sykes threw his legs up for a submission attempt, but was able to get stalled out by Lucas White, who now has Sykes pressed up against the fence. And with just 1 minute left in the final round, somebody needs to do something to leave something in the judge's mind to really make a statement.
I think the referee heard you as well. He's telling both men, look, you got to do something. Let's make something happen. Let's go. Let's fight, gentlemen.
Sykes has a hold of a Kimura right now. Lucas White doing a good job of defending it, but he doesn't want to get sloppy, because I don't care if there's 45 seconds or 4.5 seconds. If Sykes gets the opportunity, he's going to take that arm home with him.
So what Sykes needs to do is to get that arm above his head, and the referee stands him up.
Wow, that was interesting. With Sykes looked like he had that kind of locked in there.
He did. Body kick attempt by Sykes, and Lucas White immediately goes and takes him down, and Sykes ends up on top of White. Body shots by Brian Sykes right there from the top position. Both men do look very tired. They're moving noticeably slower from even the second round, John.
10 seconds left in the fight.
One last statement. Let's see who wants to make it. Let's see who wants to make one last statement. And that is the end of the third round of the third bout of the night on MCC 29, champion versus champion. Both men very tired, John.
Not the fast-paced fight that we were hoping for,
No.
but it was somewhat of a technical back-and-forth fight. And, you know, just when you thought one fighter was in a bad position, they'd reverse that, get on top, do a little damage. But, you know, I'm going to say this is a good performance by both guys. Brian Sykes making his MMA debut. You know, great job gutting out a three-rounder with somebody that's had a few fights under their belt.
All right, we're waiting for the judges' scorecards for them to render their decision. Both men, as you can see, both men noticeably tired. Both men seem to give it their all, although, as we both mentioned, that things slowed down quite a bit from the first round to the second round, and even on to the third round, things slowed down. And as you mentioned, Brian Sykes making his MMA debut. There you see Lucas White talking to his corner man and Miguel El Rey Rios. Both men gave a little bit. Both men got a little bit. Not a whole lot of action, as we mentioned, but a lot of twists and turns in terms of men working for position, working to better their position, working to get out of some precarious positions.
And both guys got smiles on their face, and that, you know, that's awesome. That's the great thing about the sport, Marcus, is, you know, you get two guys that go in there and just beat the tar out of each other for 3 rounds and go back to their corner and smile. And, you know, after the decision's read, I'm sure there'll be handshakes and hugs. You know, Lucas White apologized for missing weight. It you know, certainly wasn't out of disrespect to Brian Sykes. Those things happen. You know, I'm sure he'll learn from any mistakes that he's made by cutting weight and come back and make a better attempt in the future.
All right, let's go on up to our cage announcer, Sean T, for the official call to the end of this bout, for the official decision. Sean T, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge 1 scores the bout 29-28, White. Judge 2 scores the bout 29-28, Sykes. Judge number 3 scores the bout 29-29. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a draw.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. One judge 29-28 White, the other judge 29-28 Sykes, the other judge 29-29 draw. It is a draw, our third bout of the night. We're going to a break. We're back with more on MCC 29, champion versus champion after this. Back inside Hy-Vee Hall, it's MCC 29, champion versus champion. I'm Marcus McIntosh with the Hurricane, John Halverson. John, bout 3 in the books, ended up being a draw, which, you know, the way the fight went, I can see that.
It doesn't happen often, but it did happen tonight. It was a very close fight, so I think that was probably the right decision on the part of the judges.
Bout number 4, the first fighter is in the cage. It's Mike Briggs. He's wearing black shorts. And hey, a familiar face in his corner, the War Frog, Ronnie Britt.
That's right. Mike Briggs, a 5'11", 185-pound striker with a perfect 4-0 record. He's taken on Brent Bates, 5'10". He also weighed in at 145 pounds. He is a freestyle fighter with a 3-1 mixed martial arts record.
Mike Briggs' prediction on the fight, going to be a slugfest. Someone's getting knocked out. We'll see what happens as we see the next fighter. Brent Bates, he's in the ring, or the cage rather. He's wearing black and white shorts with some red lettering. Let's go on up to cage announcer Shaun T for the official introduction of the fighters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our fourth bout of the evening. It's going to be 3 rounds in the MCC middleweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Iowa Health System, providing exceptional health care with 7 hospitals and over 450 doctors. Better care, more lives saved, higher patient satisfaction. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 183 pounds. Fighting out of Pleasantville, Iowa, with a record of 4 wins with no losses. This is Mike the Riot Briggs. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 181 pounds. Fighting out of Creston, Iowa, with a record of 3 wins with only 1 loss. This is Brent Bates.
Brent Bates in the black shorts with white and red lettering. And of course, there's Mike Briggs in the black shorts as well. Both men look like they're ready. There should be a lot of action, John. I'm excited about this one.
Marcus, both these guys fought last month in the MCC Trials event. Both guys came up with wins and had very impressive performances. Both guys put on just absolute wars with the guys that they faced last month, and by doing so earned their invitation to MCC.
Nice inside leg kick by Mike Briggs. Another one. High kick by Briggs. It was blocked. Right hand missed by Brent Bates.
And I'm very impressed with Mike Briggs' head movement right now. You see that he's moving his head, dodging punches, and throwing counter punches at strange angles. I love that. Being a counter puncher myself, when I see somebody land shots like that, it's a beautiful thing, Marcus.
All right, let's see if he continues that. Wild right hand by Brent Bates. Mike Briggs is keeping his cool. Nice low leg kick by Mike Briggs. Another wild right hand by Brent Bates.
Yeah, Bates swings for the fences, you know.
Yes, he does.
And he packs a lot of power. Started out fighting as a heavyweight earlier in his career, and now found a home in the middleweight division, and he's fought there for a bit. Real comfortable at that weight, but still hits like a heavyweight.
And he is loading up that right hand. When he swings it, he does swing it with bad intentions. It swings wild, but it's hard. Nice low kick by Mike Briggs, rather. Nice left hand by Briggs. Body kick by Bates was caught by Briggs. Whoa, there was a big right hand, and that's over. He is out on his feet.
Big shot by Brent Bates. Flash knockout, very unfortunate for Briggs. That was a hard shot.
Bates loading up that right hand. He was swinging it like that from the beginning of the fight, and it connected. Wow. He's very popular with the crowd as well. Let's look at it again, John.
Take another
Bang.
look. Bam. Caught him right on the tempo. Followed one more up to the jaw. And great job by referee Matt Cook jumping in there and saving Briggs from taking on any more unnecessary damage.
Yes, he did. The referee got in there very quickly and put an end to that fight because it was going to be more damage, as you mentioned, John. Wow, that was quite the fight there. Loading up that right hand all night, Brent Bates was, and when he connected.
All right, I need Andy Branson, Justin DeMoney, and Elvis Mutapcic to come ringside.
All right, let's go on up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, to call the official end to bout number 4. Shaun T, take it away.
All right, ladies ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 2 minutes and 9 seconds by TKO, Brent Bates.
There you have it, Brent Bates by knockout in the first round. We're back with more action on MCC 29, champion versus champion, after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to MCC 29. We are inside Hy-Vee Hall in downtown Des Moines. I'm Marcus McIntosh with the Hurricane John Halverson. 4 bouts in the books. We are preparing for our 5th bout right now, John. One of the combatants in the ring, we're looking at him right now.
We saw some submissions. We saw some knockout. We saw a decision and a draw. This one could be a slugfest. Both guys predicting wins in the first round by violent knockout. So,
and John, not only are these two battlers familiar with each other, but they're friends as we go to the tail of the tape, aren't they?
That's the word on the street. We got Justin Meter coming in on 1 week notice, taking on Nate Howson. Justin Meter, 5'9", 170-pound boxer with a 2-2 record, taking on Nate Howson, 170-pound, 5'10" jiu-jitsu practitioner with a perfect 1-0 record.
Now, John, it's one thing to get into the cage with somebody you're familiar with, but a friend, I would imagine that'd be difficult.
Yeah, you know, when Nate Howson's original opponent was injured and couldn't take the fight, we didn't even search an hour for an opponent until we got an out-of-the-blue call, kind of crazy, from Justin Meter, and said, hey, you know, I'm looking for a fight. I want to get on a future card. We said, well, what do you fight at? He said, I'm a welterweight. I said, we have a fight against Nate Howson. He's 1-0 and blah, blah, blah. He says, Nate Howson, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'll take it. And so we confirmed with Nate Howson. He says, wait a minute. I know that guy. We're buddies. We said, well, he wants to fight. And Nate Howson says, you know what? Let's do it.
And I have to put it away right now. Let's go up to cage announcer Sean T for the official introduction of the fighters. Sean.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our 5th bout of the evening. It's going to be 3 rounds in the MCC welterweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Bebop's, voted Des Moines' best burger year after year. Come taste for yourself. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 168 pounds. Fighting out of Newton, Iowa, holding a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. This is Justin Tsunami Meter. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Altoona, Iowa, with a record of 1 win with no losses. This is Nate Howson.
All right, bout number 5 about to get underway. Justin Meter is with the black shorts and the red and white trim with the tattoos. Nate Howson with the black and gray shorts and no tattoos. Let's see these men go at it. John, I'm excited for this one.
Here we go. Touch of gloves, and it is underway.
Let's see if they keep that friendship inside this ring, but they're swinging already. Nice right hand by Howson. Howson's got him clinched up. Meter threw him down. Howson got back up. Both men in the clinch right here. Nice left hands to the body by Justin Meter. Nice flurry by Nate Howson. Nice flurry right there. But
Very
Metter
nice combination. Great combination. And Metter took a couple of those right on the chin. So he can obviously take a punch, and he's definitely willing to throw one. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's tagging. Wow.
Wow, great
Nate Howson
combination
tagging him on the
from
chin.
Howson.
I guess they put that friendship aside for the next 15 minutes or so.
I'll tell you, Metter's got quite a chin on him because he's got tagged with some hard shots.
Wow. Oh, and the referee stopped it right there. That was it. Hands up. He said, see you, friend.
Howson got his wish. He got a first-round knockout, and he put the Tsunami away.
That's right. Metter's shaking his head a little bit, but he's still wobbly. It was a good punch. Caught him right on the chin, put him down, and I think the referee did a good job stepping in there. Let's look at it Let's look at that knockout again.
Yeah, absolutely. Bam, caught it right on the button, and Metter was he was dazed, and Again, another great stoppage by referee Matt Cook.
That's right. It's also good on Hausen. He didn't rush in and throw more punches, which he could have before the referee stepped in and stopped that fight. He could have rushed in and probably got in 2 or 3 more punches as Hauser was trying to get up, but as Metter was trying to get rattled, but he didn't do that. He just knew it was over. The ref stepped in, stopped the fight. Now let's go on up to Shaun T for the official call to the end of this fight. Shaun.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 1 minute and 14 seconds in round number 1 by knockout, Mead Hausen.
Much more coming up on MCC 29, champion versus champion. We're taking a quick break. We're back with more action after this. There you see the winner, bout number 5. Welcome back to MCC 29. We are inside Hy-Vee Hall in downtown Des Moines. MCC 29 Midwest Cage Championship, champion versus champion. John, that last fight was a barn burner.
Man, the last two, it's nice to get one knockout on the card. We just got 2 back-to-back knockouts, Marcus.
Yes, we did. As we prepare for bout number 7, let's check out the tail of the tape.
Mike Widmer, a 6'4", 205-pound freestyle fighter with a 6-4 record, is taking on the big man, Heath Johnson, 5'10", 205-pound wrestler with a 15-4 mixed martial arts record.
So, John, is this the classic boxing style versus the wrestler? See which one's better?
Well, I'll tell you what. Widmer has a football background, so it's the football player against the wrestler. No, but Widmer's got a wealth of experience. He holds a couple titles in his native Ohio. He's got a lot of experience. Heath Johnson, we saw him in here time and time again, known for his ground and pound, and of course that's his prediction on this fight, ground and pound as usual, the words of Mr. Johnson.
All right, as Heath Johnson steps into the cage, let's go on up to our ring announcer, Shaun T, for the official introduction of the fighters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our 6th bout of the evening. It's going to be 3 rounds in the MCC light heavyweight division. Brought to us by our friends at TKO Cuts, professional barbers, professional results. Step up your game at TKO Cuts. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 190 pounds, fighting out of Toledo, Ohio, with a record of 6 wins, 4 losses. This is Mike Widmer. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 206 pounds, fighting out of Story City, Iowa, with a record of 15 wins, 4 losses. This is Heath Johnson.
All right, there we have it. Heath Johnson in the black shorts, Mike Widmer in the red shorts with black trim. The wrestler against the football player. Let's see which sport is better as both men prepare to start bout number 6 this evening.
A couple interesting facts. Mike Widmer is a high school teacher, and Heath Johnson is a horse trainer.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa, look at nice slam by Heath Johnson.
But tonight, they are both professional mixed martial artists, Marcus.
That's right. Let's see who gets the drop here as Heath Johnson looks like he's in side control of Mike Widmer. Working around. Widmer's keeping those legs up, trying to work him back into guard. It looks like he did.
And this is exactly where Heath Johnson likes to do his damage from. He loves to just take people down, and whether he's in guard or side control, he loves to just close that distance in those short, damaging punches and elbows.
Yes, and Heath Johnson is definitely well put together, like a little fire plug out there. Looks like Widmer's working for some kind of submission.
He's working his legs up like he's going for a triangle. He's throwing it up there. Johnson not too worried about it because he's not doing a lot to defend it. Shucked him off right there and moved into the side control position.
I don't know what position this is, but nice punches to the body from Mike Widmer. Heath Johnson back in full guard of Mike Widmer.
Let's go, Heath!
Mike Whitmer doing a good job keeping Heath Johnson close to avoid punishment. And as I say that, Heath Johnson gets to his feet.
You can see Whitmer's doing a really good job with wrist control, too, and that's exactly what you need to do against a ground and pound specialist. You want to hold those wrists so you're not giving your opponent any room to posture up and rain down punches on your face, especially when you're in a position like Whitmer is, trapped between the mat and the fence right there.
A bad position for Whitmer. Heath Johnson looks like he's trying to work to a full mount position if he can get that right leg out. But Whitmer seems to have that leg locked in there pretty good.
And the one thing Heath Johnson's good at is he's a patient fighter, and he's really good at grinding on opponents, forcing them to make a bad decision where he can really get a position for himself that he can do some damage, whether it's mount, whether it's side control. If he gets the opportunity right there to snatch up a submission, he's going to do it.
Now he has to get his legs around the body, right? To really sink that in there?
Normally, yes. But
not Heath Johnson as strong as he is, I guess.
When you're as strong as Heath Johnson, you get a hold of a limb, whether it's an arm or a neck or a leg, and you're going to do some damage.
It looks like Heath Johnson hurt his arm. He's holding that left arm pretty gingerly. He's not moving that left arm at all. It's just kind of hanging there. We'll have to continue following that to see if there's anything to that, but he looked like he might have hurt his left arm, just kind of hanging there.
Yeah, he may have thrown a shoulder out of socket. He may have pulled a muscle. You know, he was really cranking on that neck. It's hard to say.
And he definitely did that and got the submission as we're looking at the end of this bout right now. All right, now let's go on up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, to call the official end to bout number 6. Shaun T, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 2 minutes and 37 seconds in round number 1 by guillotine choke, Heath Johnson!
All right, MCC, I'm here with your winner, Heath Johnson. What's up, old boy? How you feeling?
Welcome back to MCC 29, champion versus champion. We're inside the cage in Hy-Vee Hall, where we are preparing for bout number 7, John. This one, I have a feeling this is going to have a quick and violent end.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Marcus. Take a look at the tail of the tape. We've got Matt Young coming in at 135 pounds. He's a 5'10" freestyle fighter with an 8-5 mixed martial arts record. Taking on the contract killer, Laramie Schaefer, 5'6", another 135-pound fighter. He's a wrestler with a 5-2 record.
Now, there was a little static between the two at weigh-ins. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, there was a little John there back and forth. It didn't get too heated, but you know, Matt Young, never a man without something to say. Had a few choice words to say for Schaefer. Schaefer decided to brush it off, and he says he's just going to do his talking inside the ring tonight.
Matt Young has not been in the cage for some time, but he looks like he is in fantastic shape, John. But, of course, it's different when you're training and then get into the cage.
Yeah, Matt Young took a 2-year hiatus, moved back to his native Ohio from Iowa, got his training in check, came back and fought in the MCC featherweight tournament, submitted both of his opponents quickly with triangle chokes, and now he dropped down to the bantamweight division, and he's going to try to make some work out of Laramie Schaefer.
All right, with Laramie Schaefer in the ring, let's go on up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, for the official fighter introductions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our 7th bout of the evening. It's going to be 3 rounds in the MCC bantamweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Spartan Strength. Train like a Spartan, perform like a champion. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Toledo, Ohio with a record of 8 wins with 5 losses, this is Matt the Punisher Young. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa, holding a record of 5 wins and 2 losses. This is Laramie, the Contract Killer Schaefer.
Bout number 7 about to get underway. Laramie the Contract Killer Schaefer with the white trunks with red and black on him. Matt the Punisher Young, white shorts with black trim. And this is going to be a barn burner, I have a feeling, John. Bout number 7 getting underway right now. The touch of gloves. Now here comes the action. Laramie Schaefer went down low. Nice knees by Matt Young. Or knee by Matt Young. Laramie Schaefer has Matt Young pressed up against the cage.
And Schaefer has excellent wrestling credentials. If he wants to get the fight to the ground, sooner or later, the fight's going to the ground. Now, keeping in mind that Matt Young is no slouch on the ground and has triangle choked a couple pretty decent wrestlers himself, that may not be the place where Schaefer wants to end up.
But as Laramie Schaefer has Matt Young pressed up against the cage. Both men working knees on the inside to the legs and to the stomach.
Schaefer really stepped up his training at Des Moines Jiu-Jitsu with some of the best fighters in the Midwest. And I know that he's worked a lot on his stand-up game, a lot on his jiu-jitsu. Like I said, wrestling's his bread and butter.
And he gets Matt Young to the ground. Nice punches from the top by Laramie Schaefer. Missed with that right hand. Is Matt Young trying to lull him in there for the triangle?
Yeah, he wants to get him a little bit closer, and Schaefer doing a good job, and you see he's kind of postured up there, keeping a really good base. It's going to be really hard for Matt Young to throw his legs up to get that triangle.
Now Matt Young keeping Laramie Schaefer close, trying to avoid some of the punishment of the rights and lefts that he got just moments ago.
He's keeping head control. He's got his legs already postured up nice and high. That's exactly where he wants him. You see he went to throw up something there. Abandon that effort. But Young doing a good job staying composed, keeping him tight, keeping him close so that Schaefer's not able to posture up and tee off on him.
Schaefer looks like he's trying to posture up right there and has Matt Young off the floor of the cage. Some good punches from the top by Laramie Schaefer. Nice up kick, and then Matt Young gets up and slips. Oh! Tried a high flying knee and got caught.
That was a great effort on
Yes,
the
it
part
was.
of Young, taking advantage of a little lull in the action by Laramie Schaefer, but Schaefer able to see that flying knee coming and put him right back on the mat where the action started.
Caught him in midair and brought him back to earth. Now he's posturing up, trying to throw more punches.
Young going for the highlight knockout with that
Yes,
flying
he was.
knee.
Laramie Schaefer posturing up again. Nice right hand by Laramie Schaefer. Nice left elbow by Laramie Schaefer.
The last time we saw Laramie Schaefer inside the cage here at MCC, he had an amazing back-and-forth battle with young contender Zach Laird. Actually, two very close back-and-forth battles with Zach Laird, and Schaefer just showing that he's got a ton of heart. And after those losses, he really took a look at where he was. He was basically just a wrestler that came out and threw some punches. He went back to the drawing board, went back to the Des Moines Jiu-Jitsu Academy, and really started working on, like I said, his stand-up game, his jiu-jitsu, and he really wants to be more well-rounded. And that's what he's in here to do tonight. That's what he's in here to show. It's what he's in here to prove.
Nice punches there by Laramie Schaefer. Now he's in side control. And looks like he's back to full guard. Matt Young got Laramie Schaefer back into his full guard.
Young doing a great job of staying patient. I've been able to watch Matt pretty much throughout his career. I've watched almost all of his fights. He's had quite a few fights in MCC. And this last couple years that he took a break and really went back and focused more on training. Before he was he was using raw talent and just a lot of heart, and now he's got the actual training to back up his skills. So it's going to be really nice to see how far Matt Young can actually take the sport.
And the way he looked stepping into the cage, he looked like he was in very good shape. So he did indeed look like he was taking his training very seriously.
He put on a lot of muscle over that break. He actually says that he gets up to around 170 pounds before he starts the cut.
Oh, wow. That's a big cut. Now both men are standing on their feet. Let's see what happens. Oh, an attempt at a spinning back fist, and Laramie Schaefer in full mount of Matt Young. Matt Young may be saved by the bell. Round 2 action is coming up.
Young definitely going for the highlight reel win. He tried a flying knee, tried a spinning back fist.
And we're looking at him being caught in that flying knee, and Laramie Schaefer throwing him right to his back and going into side control. What would you be telling Laramie Schaefer at this point between rounds, John?
Be smart, stay tight, watch for those flying knees, flying elbows, any of those spinning moves. That's something that you don't want to get caught with. That's something that's not real predictable, too. It's something that a fighter will throw on the spur of the moment, and it's really hard to time when somebody does some wild finishing moves like that. You just don't expect it. So, stick tight. If you get them on the ground, continue to watch out for those legs that are posturing up, and keep a good base.
What would you tell Matt Young?
Stay busy, stay active. If you get put on your back, keep him tight, keep him close. Don't let him posture up. Keep those legs riding high so that if Schaefer makes a mistake, you're right there. You're able to catch him.
Round 2 action set to begin. Laramie Schaefer in the white trunks with black and red on him. Matt Young in the white shorts with black trim. Now let's see if this fight stays standing or goes to the ground. Oh, Matt Young missed with a punch. Laramie Schaefer takes him right down. Laramie Schaefer in side control. Lots of unanswered punches by Laramie Schaefer.
Yeah, Young better get busy. Schaefer's landing some jackhammers to the side of the face.
It looks like he's approaching full mount. And that's it.
Yeah, it's all over. Young not able to do anything, and it looks like that was a verbal tap out by Matt Young. We'll have to maybe we'll get a replay on that.
Yep, Laramie Schaefer took it to him at the beginning of that second round and just overpowered him and just kind of dominated from that position. Didn't let him get up, didn't let him move, and just kept raining punches down on his face. And at some point, John, as you mentioned, if you're not fighting back, defending yourself intelligently, the referee has no choice but to save you from getting more punishment.
Yeah, and you wonder.
He's still wobbly too.
You wonder what the weight cut really did to Young, because when he came out for the second round, he was kind of sluggish when he threw that punch. It really wasn't a crisp punch. It was more of a haymaker, and Schaefer just able to duck right under it and take him to the ground. Once he got him there, Young just didn't have an answer for him.
35-pound cut, that's a heavy cut to make. Let's go on up to our cage announcer, Sean T, to call the official end to this fight. Or bout, rather.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 39 seconds in round number 2 by a referee stoppage, Laramie, the Contract Killer, Schaefer!
Laramie Schaefer, referee, stop the contest in the second round. That's the winner of our 7th bout. We're back with more on MCC 29 after the break. Welcome back to MCC 29, champion versus champion. We're inside the cage at Hy-Vee Hall. John Halverson, the Hurricane, joined by Marcus McIntosh. That is me. They call me Running Hide Marcus McIntosh. Getting ready for bout number 8, John. Sean West against Zach Laird.
I'm so excited for this fight, man. I can't wait to see this one unfold. We got Sean West coming in, 5'10", 135-pound freestyle fighter, making his professional debut against Zach the Maniac Laird. 135 pounds, 5'9", Muay Thai practitioner with a perfect 3-0 professional mixed martial arts record.
So do you think with one man, a freestyle fighter, the other Muay Thai fighter, that they want to keep this fight standing? But as we know, we've been doing this, there's no telling what's going to happen, right?
I'll tell you what, Zach Laird, he is a traditional Muay Thai fighter. Has some of the best wrestling takedown defense in the game, man. I've saw this kid come up from the beginning. He used to fight out at DMX, made his way to MCC, and he has been making a sweep across the Midwest, capturing belts, beating collegiate wrestlers, beating name guys. Man, this kid is something else. He's somebody to watch out for. In my opinion, this kid is, every fight, this kid is just one fight away from the big show.
All right, well, let's see if he can continue that streak tonight. Let's go to our cage announcer, Sean T, for the official fighter introduction.
All right, MCC fans, we are ready for our 8th bout of the evening. Scheduled for 3 rounds in the MCC Bantamweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Cook Facial Plastic Surgery, specializing in both surgical and non-surgical procedures. Visit drcookmd.com to see the amazing transformations. Also, visit the spa at West Glen, a personal journey for the mind, body, and spirit, located on Mill Civic Parkway in West Des Moines. Visit relaxdesmoines.com for more information. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Davenport, Iowa, making his professional debut, Universe Sean, the Exception West. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Iowa City, Iowa, with a record of 3 wins and no losses. This is Zach, the Maniac Laird.
Zach Laird in the white trunks with red trim and red leggings underneath. We have Sean West in the black with shorts with gray pinstripes, and I am ready and excited for the action in bout number 8 on MCC 29, champion versus champion. Oh, nice leg kick by Zach Laird. Oh,
wow, nice punches
by
from
the Exception, yeah.
From Sean West. He came out. He means business.
Yes, he does. Now, it looks like he's trying to take Zach Laird to the ground to lift him up and slam him. Didn't work right there.
He's got double underhooks. He's got a good position, but again, Zach Laird has incredible takedown defense.
As you mentioned, he's down briefly, but back up. Down briefly, but back up for Zach Laird. Zach Laird tried a spinning back fist. Did not connect. Now he's got, Sean West has Zach Laird up, and he brought him down. Trying to work for side control, Sean West is. Let's see what happens.
Great control by Sean West coming in. Now he sports a 15-1 amateur record, so he's definitely got the cage time under his belt. And as he goes to lock up a standing head arm trial choke on Zach Laird, delivering some knees to the midsection.
Zach Laird looks like he's going for that Muay Thai clinch behind the neck a couple times near the edge of the cage.
Now, with given the room to work, Zach Laird is going to throw some really nice kicks.
Nice throw by Sean West, but Zach Laird swept him and rolled right over into side control. Sean West is working to get into full guard. Right hand by Zach Laird missed.
West has some size for a bantamweight. He's 5'10". He came in weighing at 136 pounds, but definitely looks like he's at the 150-pound mark right now.
Both men swinging for the fences. Nice knee by both men. One to the body by West, one to the head by Zach Laird. Nice short elbow by both men.
Both guys. Wow, this is a great fight. Great job by the matchmaker putting this one together. This is very exciting. Both guys showing that they're very well rounded. They've got punches, knees, elbows, kicks. They're pretty much using every weapon in the arsenal tonight, Marcus.
And it's a good-looking fight, too, by these two young competitors. The sky is the limit for people with talent like that. Nice inside knee to the leg of Zach Laird by Sean West. And he jumps guard. Let's see what happens. Gets out of it. Nice knee and a couple punches to the face by Sean West.
Wow, Laird's took a couple nice punches on the chin and has just been able to shrug those off.
They're right in front of our position right here, and Sean West jumps guard again, and then gets down and tries to throw a few little elbow and a quick left hand. Whoa, Zach Laird got tagged on the chin, but he's hanging in there.
Wow, great slugfest by both these guys.
Wow, both men throwing punches and taking punches. And Sean West going for that takedown again. He has one leg. He's trying to get both legs. Nice elbows from Zach Laird.
With both guys such strong finishers, Marcus, you never predict a fight like this to go the distance. But I'll tell you, man, if we're going to watch a fight go the distance, I want to watch these guys do this for 3 rounds.
Yeah, so do I. And they're going at it, too. Both swinging for the fences. Attempted a Superman punch by Laird, missed. Sean West again trying to take him down. About 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first round of this fight. Or bout, rather. Both men slowing down just a little bit. Sean West has Zach Laird pressed into the cage. Going for a throw right there. Sean West did not work. Now Zach Laird has Sean West pressed into the cage. He's going for a takedown. He's got Sean West up. Zach Laird does. And then he brought him down. And now he has Sean West back. Zach Laird does. And he's got his hooks in, it looks like.
Less than 30 seconds left in the round. It almost looked like when West landed, he may have landed on top or the back of his head because he was kind of holding that head when he hit the ground. Not a lot of time to work for Laird. 10 seconds left in the round. So he's going to have to get busy to stop this one. Hopefully go to the second round so West can kind of gain his composure.
Oh, and he tapped out.
And he tapped out with less than 1 second left. Wow.
And he's a bloody mess over there, too. A lot of blood from his nose. And they're both men shake and hug after the end of that battle. Good bout by both men. Very, very good bout. Zach Laird, as you mentioned, he gets better and better. Let's watch the end of the fight, John.
Yeah, Laird just was able to rain down some punches. And like I said, if we had another look at that slam, we'd be able to tell where he landed. But it almost looked like he landed, like I said, on either the top or the back of his head. He just wasn't the same fighter after that.
Zach Laird definitely going to work here tonight in bout number 8. Now let's go on up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, to call the official end to this fight. Shaun T, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 4 minutes and 59 seconds in round number 1. Tap out by strikes. Your winner, Zach the Maniac Laird.
MCC 29 champion versus champion in the books. We're back with bout number 9 after the break. Welcome back to MCC 29 champion versus champion. We are preparing for the 9th bout of the evening. Duran Dede Canada against Will the Thrill Shutt. Let's go to the tail of the tape. I'm joined by John the Hurricane Halverson.
All right, we got Dede Duran Canada, 5'9", 145-pound wrestler, a 1-2 professional record, taking on the former champ Will the Thrill Shutt, 5'8", 145-pound Muay Thai practitioner with 15 wins and 16 losses under his belt.
John, for some reason I'm expecting a good fight, but I think this is going to go to the ground early. So I think whoever gets it to the ground first is going to end up winning this fight.
Duran Canada has incredible takedown. He's got great throws, and he's extremely athletic, which is probably a good thing because Will Shutt packs a lot of power in that 5'8" frame. He swings for the fences. He's got incredible kicks and knees. And he's also wanting everybody to know that it's not just his skill as a fighter, but he says that he's dangerously good looking and he's capable of mesmerizing his opponent with his good looks.
All right, we'll see if that happens. And in the meantime, let's check in with cage announcer Shaun T for the official fighter introduction.
All right, MCC fans, back with more action. We are up for our 9th bout of the evening. It's going to be 3 rounds in the MCC featherweight division. Brought to us by our friends at the Twisted Parrot, your home for all of the UFC and WWE pay-per-view shows. Tomorrow night, UFC live at the Twisted Parrot. So make sure you come out for great food great drink specials, it's the Twisted Parrot. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 150 pounds with a record of 1 win with 2 losses. This is Duran Dede Canada. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 147 pounds. Fighting out of Creston, Iowa, he is the former MCC featherweight champion with a record of 15 wins and 16 losses. Give it up for Will the Thrill Shutt.
Will Shutt, definitely the popular fighter here. Will Shutt in the black and gray shorts, Dede Canada in the red shorts. John, I'm expecting this to not last out of the first round.
Duran Canada's predicting a submission in the first round.
Let's see what happens.
We'll see who brings it.
Nice leg kick by Will Shutt. It missed, but it definitely sends a message. Both men exchange punches there. Nice body kick by Will Shutt. Following up with a combination there. Both men with body kicks. Low kick by Dede Canada.
Shutt swinging for the fences early. Like I said, he packs a lot of power onto that 145-pound frame. So you don't want to get caught on the receiving end of one of those strikes or kicks.
Both men look like they're in very good shape. Kick missed by Duran Canada. Nice leg kick by Will Shutt. Leg kick back by Canada. Right hand missed. Leg kick by Shutt.
And Canada looks content to stay on his feet with Will Shutt. Normally you see Canada go in for a takedown, a nice slam, a big throw.
Of course, I expected this fight to go to the ground, and what do? They stand up and swing.
That's how it works, Marcus.
Leg kicks and body kicks. Nice combination by both men. Will Shutt coming forward. He's ready. Hands are low by Will Shutt. And there we have it.
Canada first to close the distance. Has Shutt wrapped up and looking to take him to the ground.
He's trying. Will Shutt not letting him. Canada going for another takedown. Now Will Shutt going for the takedown. He brings Canada to his back and he gets side control. Will Shutt going for that full mount right there. Almost has that left knee across. He's working on it. Working that left knee across. And he's got it.
There it
full
is.
mount.
Bad position for Canada right here.
He turns over, gives him his back. Very bad position for Canada. Will Shutt has those hooks locked in.
The referee looking on very closely. There were some big punches there to the side of the head of Duran Canada, issued by the former champion Will Shutt.
Will Shutt does have him flattened out. Nice left hands coming down by Will Shutt. Lefts and rights. Looks like he's softening him up for that rear naked choke.
Shutt doing a good job of keeping Duran Canada flat on his stomach with nowhere to go. Only able to turtle up, and you're not going to be able to stay in that position very long before the referee has to call a halt to the bout for the fighter's safety.
And it's over. Referee called the fight. Will Shutt, a very popular ex-champion here at MCC.
Canada not happy with the stoppage, but left the referee no choice. Wasn't really improving his position, and he was left with nowhere to go.
Good sportsmanship by both men. Let's look at the end of the fight right here, John.
Yeah, Will Shutt just keeps him, like I said, flat on his stomach. Has the hooks in, laying down punch after punch after punch, till finally the referee saw enough, intervened, and stopped the bout
Right there.
in the very first round.
Let's go on up to cage announcer Shaun T to call the official end to our 9th bout of the evening. Shaun T.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 3 minutes and 6 seconds in round number 1 by ref stoppage, Will the Thrill Shutt.
Bout number 9 in the books. Will Shutt, your winner by referee stoppage. We're back with much more on MCC 29, champion versus champion. Welcome back to MCC 29, champion versus champion inside Hy-Vee Hall. We're inside the cage here. I'm Marcus McIntosh along with the Hurricane John Halverson. And John, our next bout featuring Alex Harper and Joe Morris as we look at the lovely ring girls. We can look at that all night. At least I could.
Alex Harper, 5'11", 155, jiu-jitsu practitioner with a 4-3 record, taking on the gentleman, Joe Morris, 5'10", 155-pound wrestler with a 2-2 professional mixed martial arts record.
Dare I say it, a jiu-jitsu guy against the wrestler. I expect this to go to the ground. A lot of movement on the ground. But you know what? With that said, they'll probably stand up and swing for the fences. We'll just have to wait and see as we prepare for this next bout between Alex Harper and Joe Morris. Alex Harper already in the cage. You're looking at him right now. He is wearing black shorts with red trim and white and red lettering on them. He looks like he is ready to go. Alex Harper, his gym is Precision Combat. He's from Martinsdale, Iowa, and he is a KO. He's predicting a knockout or chokeout, whichever happens first. So let's go on up to cage announcer, Shanti, for the official introduction of the fighters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our 10th bout of the evening. This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the MCC lightweight division. Brought to us by the Komodo Club. Join us immediately following tonight's event for the official MCC after party just down the street, 3rd and Court. The party is at Komodo Club. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa, with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses, this is Alex Harper. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Waukee, Iowa, with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses, this is Joe, the Gentleman Morris.
All right, our next bout set to get underway. Joe Morris wearing the white shorts and Alex Harper in the black and gray shorts. These men are about to get it on. One a wrestler, one a jiu-jitsu practitioner. We'll see which discipline wins out.
I've been excited for this bout since they signed it, Marcus. Both of these guys are extremely exciting fighters. Every time we see Joe Morris steps in the cage, he puts on fight of the night performances. Alex Harper burst onto the scene a couple years ago, racked up some huge wins. And tonight, man, it's anybody's game. It's whoever brings it and whoever brings it first.
And it looks like that Alex Harper's inside Joe Morris's full close guard right there. We'll see what he does from here. Trying to throw a left hand. It did not land. Alex Harper threw the left hand. It did not land. Joe Morris on his back. But he's got his legs locked. Keeping Harper. Looks like he's going for, I can't tell what he's
throwing
going for,
up
John.
an armbar right there.
All I know is when I see the legs up, I know he's going for something.
Harper's doing a good job of keeping him stacked, is to not let him extend those hips. You know, he's working around to the side. Harper favors the ground game, favors the submissions, but I know that he's been working a lot on his stand-up game too, in case the fight goes there. Joe Morris, he's got great stand-up. He's got heavy hands, he's got great cardio, and he's got a big heart.
Nice knee to the body by Alex Harper.
We know both these guys can go the distance if needed.
Looks like he almost has that arm out. But Joe Morris is holding on to that left wrist. Trying to keep it right there, and the leg is out, and he's in full mount. The arm is out, rather. Now Alex Harper's in full mount. And he has Morris's back now. Trying to flatten him out. Softening him up with right-hand punches to the face and head.
Yeah, with those hooks and flatten him out, just like we saw at the last fight, Marcus. You know what? That's excellent position. Almost looks just like the last one. Very, very close to the cage. Now Harper going for a rear naked choke. It's kind of hard to tell from our angle if he has it under the chin or not. There's a little shadow there. But it's not a position that Morris wants to be in, I can tell you that much.
Looks like he has one hook out. And he shook him off, and now he's on top in Alex Harper's guard.
Morris, great job of getting out of that position. He wants to make sure right now that he doesn't get overzealous, though, and leave himself in a bad position. Harper's got good submissions, and he's
Nice
got great
elbows
submissions
from
from the bottom.
Or for Morris, rather. Harper doing his best to keep him close. Now, I see the hand over the mouth a lot. Does that affect the breathing and make your opponent tired?
Yeah, absolutely. And what it does is it interrupts the breathing pattern. And so when you can get a little air, it's just not the same as breathing in through your nose, breathing into your mouth.
Okay.
It's really disruptive.
Harper threw those legs up. He went for some kind of submission, but he's got him back down. Back to the ground and pound for Morris.
The thing that I love about both these guys, Marcus, is to beat them, you got to beat them. Neither one of these guys are going to roll over, lay down, give it up, go out without a fight. These guys will grind on each other like this until the other one is either unconscious from punches or unconscious from breathing. I've seen both these guys fight, bloodied, battered. Both of them go into the emergency room afterwards, but they're not going to show it while they're in there. This is exactly the type of fighter that the MCC crowd gets behind. That's why these guys are so popular with the fans.
And we can definitely hear that by the sounds of the cheers for both of these fighters. Alex Harper still trying to work something from the bottom. It looks like he's trying to pull a arm bar. Let's see if he can do it.
Morris doing a good job of stacking him up, but that looks tight. That looks tight. 30 seconds left in the round. That's a long time to let somebody crank on your arm. Morris pulls it out. Wow. Amazing resilience from Joe the Gentleman Morris. That was deep too, Marcus.
And now it looks like Harper's going after some kind of, it looked like a toe hold at first. Or maybe an ankle lock. And now it looks like Harper may end up on top. Nice punches from the bottom by Morris.
Both guys look to be a little bloody already. Harper going for a Darce, but runs out of time. Great first round for both guys. Alex Harper, Joe Morris. When it comes to raw grit, toughness, heart, and determination, it doesn't get much better than these two.
No, it doesn't. That was a very good first round. We're going to look at some of the action from the first round, John. You want to talk us through some of this?
That was Joe Morris at the getting out of that armbar, and that was a very deep armbar. Kudos to him for getting out of that. Not in the greatest position right there to do a lot of damage, but nonetheless, he was he's safe from submitting. Was able to pull that arm out and forced Alex Harper to readjust his position.
And this after Harper had Joe Morris flattened out on his stomach, and Morris didn't give up. He found a way to work himself out of it and worked himself into the full guard of Alex Harper. So this went back and forth in the first round.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying about both these guys. If you don't finish them, they're not out of there. They're going to find a way to get to a better position. I don't see either one of these guys tapping. Like I said, somebody's either losing a decision and looking like they just got ran over by a truck, or somebody's going out.
All right, we're getting set for round two action. Alex Harper is wearing the black and gray shorts. Joe Morris in the white shorts. Round number two. Round number one was a barn burner. Round number two should be just as good. Let's check out the action. Touching gloves, showing a sign of sportsmanship by both men. Nice body kick by Alex Harper. Now Harper with Morris pressed up against the cage. A knee by Harper did not do too much damage, and then Morris takes him on his back. He's in Harper's full guard right here.
Harper going for an armbar again, and again Morris lets it get deep. Slams him. He needs to pull out of that. That's not a That's not a position you want to keep yourself in. It's not something you want to get careless with. Alex Harper has great submissions off his back, whether it's an armbar or a triangle. So, you know, I don't care how strong you are, and I know Morris is a strong guy. You don't want to keep putting yourself in that position because sooner or later you're going to get caught. And right now, Alex Harper's locking up a triangle. And now it's getting deep.
Yes, it is. And he's got him flipped over. That is not, and he's tapping out. He's tapping out.
And that, there was no getting out of that.
That was a good fight, and the fans appreciate it too. Wow.
Tough as nails, Joe Morris got out of 2 really deep arm bars, but when it came to the triangle, it was locked, it was tight, and there was nowhere to go. He tried to roll there to get out of it, but Alex Harper hung on. You can see there, had the hold of the back of his head, just pulled it in, sucked it in, and there was nowhere to go for Joe Morris.
That was definitely tight in there. Wow. That was a good fight, and the rest of the fights tonight can match that. Definitely some good action left tonight on MCC 29. So let's go up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, to give us the official call to end this fight. Shaun T, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 1 minute and 3 seconds in round number 2 by triangle choke, Alex Harper.
Alex Harper, you're winning by triangle choke. We're taking a break on MCC 29, champion versus champion. We're back with more after the break. Welcome back to MCC 29, champion versus champion. We're inside Hy-Vee Hall in downtown Des Moines. I'm Marcus McIntosh with the Hurricane, John Halverson. And John, we're up to our next bout. Oscar Martinez taking on Rick Tasler.
Rick Tasler's official retirement fight tonight. We've got Oscar Martinez coming in at 5'8", 145 pounds. He is a boxer and a wrestler with a 7-1 record, taking on the lawman. Rick Tasler, 5'6", 145 pound submission wrestler with a perfect and impressive 29-0 mixed martial arts record.
I remember Tasler's last fight, his pre-retirement fight, and he just ran through the guy.
He did.
A tough fighter.
He did, and he wasn't satisfied with that win. You know, he's been training guys. He's got his own promotion, and he says, "Man, I can't sit on the sideline. I got to have one more hurrah. I want to do it at MCC, and I want to do it against a worthy opponent." And so comes in Oscar Martinez.
All right, one man, a wrestler, boxer. The other guy, a submission specialist. This should be a very good fight.
Martinez, originally hailing from Miami, Florida, now training in Minneapolis, Minnesota with Team KO. Has a wrestling and a boxing background, but when we asked him for his prediction on the fight, he said if he gets close, I'm going to grab the Muay Thai clinch and I'm going to end the fight.
Wow. So he wants to spoil Tasler's 29-0 record, wants to prevent him from going to 30-0, and wants to spoil his retirement party.
He does, but Tasler, he has a different prediction.
I'm sure he
does.
He
also predicts that it's going to be exciting, but he says that Martinez is going to end up on the receiving end of a big right-hand knockout from him.
All right, we'll see what happens as Rick Tasler in the multicolored shorts gets ready to enter the cage. Oscar Martinez in the orange shorts with black trim. Both men look relatively fit and look ready to go. Let's go on up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, for the official fighter introduction. Shaun T, take it away.
All right, MCC fans, we are up to our 11th bout of the evening. This bout scheduled for 3 rounds in the MCC featherweight division. Brought to us by our friends at Mediacom. Check out replays of MCC events, behind-the-scenes specials, as well as other great sporting events on MC22, the Connections channel. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in at 144 pounds. Fighting out of Owatonna, Minnesota, with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss. This is Oscar Martinez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 144 pounds. fighting out of Madrid, Iowa, with a record of 29 wins and no losses. This is Rick the Lawman Tassler.
The Lawman, very popular in the multicolored shorts. Oscar Martinez in the orange shorts with a black trim. Both men predicting pain, punishment, and an early end to the fight. We'll see which man is the right soothsayer, and we'll see what happens as we begin round number 1 in this bout.
Don't blink, Marcus, because
won't.
I have a feeling that it's going to get violent and it's going to go quick.
Martinez missed with a leg kick. Martinez missed with a front kick right there. Tassler missed with a kick and took a punch to the face, and he hits himself to boot. Tassler takes Martinez down into full mount right there, right in front of us. Punches to the back from Oscar Martinez, holding Tassler down. Nice punch to the body from Tassler. All this happening right in front of our broadcast position. Tassler posturing up. Not a good position for Martinez to be in. Nice right hand by Tassler. Martinez trying to hold him close. So far, he's doing a pretty good job, not taking a whole lot of punishment, but Tassler is sneaking punches in. Now he postures up and rains down punches, and it looks like this is just about
Big
just about
punches
over.
from.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh!
He is out. The Lawman, Rick Tassler. Oscar Martinez. The Lawman going out 30-0.
And
Wow.
he is amped up.
I thought his last fight was quick. I think this one was even quicker. He got that mount position, and it was just a matter of time. Good sportsmanship, shaking hands, both men. Wow.
Tassler relentless with the attack.
Something tells me, John, he'll be back. And it looks to me like he's got a lot of gas in his tank. I don't know why he's retiring, but it looks like he's got a lot left to give and a lot left to show.
Well, he said he wasn't happy with his last performance, and he's got to be satisfied with this one.
All right, let's go on to our cage announcer, Sean T, to call the official end to the bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 1 minute and 11 seconds in round number 1. Referee stoppage due to strikes, Rick the Lawman Tassler.
Very popular, the Lawman, 30-0 now, his official retirement fight. We're taking a quick break on MCC 29. We're back with more after the break. Welcome back. It's MCC 29 champion versus champion. We're at Hy-Vee Hall in downtown Des Moines. I'm Marcus McIntosh along with John the Hurricane Halverson. Our last bout, the retirement bout for Rick the Lawman Tassler. And you know what, John, I think that was his final fight because he brought out a big long list of people to thank on some paper. Where he had that paper during the fight, I don't know and don't want to know, but he had a long list of people to thank.
That's right, he certainly did. Always respectful. Rick the Lawman Tassler. It's been a pleasure to watch him fight inside MCC.
Sure has.
And wish him a lot of success in his many ventures that he's got going on.
Our next bout features Johnny Case against Rick Glenn. John, talk us through the tale of the tape.
Johnny Case, the nephew of Rick Tassler, 6'1", 155-pound valet tudo practitioner with a 9-3 professional record, taking on Rick the Gladiator again. 6', 155-pound Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, 2-1 professional record. And Marcus, this could not only be fight of the night, this could very well be fight of the year.
All right, can't wait to check it out. Johnny Case in the black and gold shorts, Rick Glenn in the black shorts. Let's go on up to our cage announcer, Sean T, to call the official introduction of the fighters.
All right, MCC fans, that brings us to our co-main event of the evening. This bout scheduled for 3 rounds in the MCC lightweight division, brought to you by Insanity Fightwear, the official clothing sponsor of the MCC. Be sure to visit the Insanity Fightwear booth to pick up the hottest gear inside or out of the cage. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 1 inches tall He weighed in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Madrid, Iowa, holding a record of 9 wins with 3 losses, this is Johnny Hollywood Case. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, this mixed martial artist stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with a record of 2 wins with 1 loss. This is Rick the Gladiator Glenn.
The Gladiator wearing black shorts, Hollywood in the black and gold shorts. I can't wait to see the action in this fight, John. Both men look like they're in very good shape, and this could definitely be the barn burner you were talking about. All right, round 1 action. We are set to begin as they touch gloves and get ready to battle.
Johnny Case, known for his heavy hands. Most of his wins in his career come by way of knockout, so there's really no secret what his game plan is tonight.
All right, let's see if Rick Glenn can withstand the heavy hands of Johnny Case. As both men circle, body kick by Rick Glenn. Johnny Case grabs that leg. The Gladiator against Hollywood. Hollywood has the Gladiator pinned up against the cage. Foot stomp by Johnny Case. Both men in the clinch right there with the Gladiator Rick Glenn pressed up against the cage. Foot stomp by Johnny Case. Reverse position by Rick Glenn. Now he has Case pressed against the cage. Knees by both men to the legs. Johnny Case has Rick Glenn's arm pressed behind his back. John, is that some type of submission attempt?
No, not really. It's more just to isolate something.
Then Glenn gets slammed.
It looks like he's still got his arm pinned behind the back. Now he let it go, but that was, you pin an arm, and it's going to be awful hard to defend anything with that.
Nice heavy hands by Johnny Case as both men got up. Let's see if Rick Glenn has an answer. Front kick, missed by Glenn, followed by a heavy right by Johnny Case.
Case predicting a first round TKO victory.
He's definitely swinging for it right now. He is going after it with that right hand. That right hand is cocked and ready to go. Leg kick by Rick Glenn.
Both fighters predict it's going to be a good fight, and so far it certainly has been.
It definitely is living up to billing. Oh, Superman punch by Case, right hand to the side of Glenn's head. Leg kick by Johnny Case. Body shot combination by Rick Glenn, and Case takes him to the cage for more foot stomps. Another foot stomp by Johnny Case. He's working those feet. Now Rick Glenn reverses it. He has Johnny Case pinned against the cage. Whoa, nice slam by Johnny Case. Right into side control. Looks like he's
got him in a Darce choke, and it looks like it's pretty tight.
We'll see if Rick Glenn can withstand the punishment right there.
Let that go.
Oh, nice knee by Johnny Case.
In exchange for a knee on the way back to the feet.
Take that with you. Go to your feet, take this knee in the face. Nice kick to the body by Rick Glenn. Nice left hand by Rick Glenn. Both men out. Johnny Case looks like he got poked in the eye. He tried to stop the action, but Rick Glenn didn't stop. And now Rick Glenn is in full mount.
And a minute left in the first round. Rick Glenn on top of Johnny Case, teeing off.
Yes, he is.
Case may have gotten poked in the eye.
Yes, he's out. And the referee stops it right there. Rick Glenn, the victor over Johnny Case. It looked like Johnny Case indicated he got poked in the eye, but the ref apparently didn't see it. The action continued. Johnny Case getting up. He seems okay.
Might be able to take another look at that.
We're going to see it
He's
right now.
rubbing his eye right there and kind of going to the side as Rick Glenn comes barreling in. Case with a swing and a miss. Ended up on his back with Rick Glenn in the mount position, raining down punches, and Case not able to gain guard or his composure as Rick Glenn was relentless in his attack.
Yes, he was. He saw an opening. He took advantage of it. He did not stop. The referee didn't stop, so he had no reason to stop. Let's go on up to our cage announcer, Sean T, to call the official end to this bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 4 minutes and 3 seconds in round number 1. By referee stoppage due to strikes, Rick the Gladiator Glenn.
Rick Glenn, your winner by TKO. Referee stoppage due to strikes. We might see a rematch at some point between these two. In the meantime, we're taking a break on MCC 29. We're back after the break. Back here inside Ivy Hall for MCC 29 champion versus champion, and it is time for the main event. Marcus McIntosh here with John Halverson, and we're talking the main event, champion versus champion, Bam Bam against the Spider, John.
This is going to be a good one, man. This is going to crown king of the lighter weights. We've got the lightweight champion, TJ the Spider O'Brien, taking on the featherweight champion, Josh Bam Bam Henry. Josh Henry came in weighing 150 pounds. He stands 5'4". He has a Taekwondo base and a 5-1 record. The Spider, TJ O'Brien, also weighed in at that catch weight of 150 pounds. A lot taller, 6'2", a jiu-jitsu practitioner with a 15-3 professional mixed martial arts record.
And of course, TJ O'Brien, you always have to be aware of his triangle choke, and almost a foot taller than Josh Henry as the Spider walks into the cage. Let's go on up to our cage announcer, Sean T, for the official introduction of the fighters for this bout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our main event of the evening. Are you ready? This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the MCC catchweight division. This bout is sanctioned by the Iowa Athletic Commission. Deputy Commissioners Jared Harmon, Bob Gaynor, and Ed Bull in attendance. Your judges for this contest are Randy Reeves, Chris Bond, and Bruce Huckfeld. Ringside physicians are Dr. Brett Koch, Dr. Brad Archer, and Dr. Brett McDonough. Your referee, Matt Cook. This bout is also brought to us by NutriShop, located at 50th and Mill Civic in West Des Moines. Come see why they're the leader in diet and nutritional supplementation. Get in shape faster with NutriShop. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Creston, Iowa, with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. He is the current MCC featherweight champion. This is Josh Bam Bam Henry. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa, with a record of 15 wins and 3 losses. He is the current MCC lightweight champion. Give it up for TJ the Spider O'Brien.
We're going to listen then to the referee's instructions right here.
Fellas, this is a non-title catchweight fight. We went over the rules in the back. Do I have any questions from you, TJ? Do I have any questions from you, Josh? Let's get it going.
All right, TJ the Spider O'Brien, the taller fighter in the black and gray shorts. Josh Henry, the smaller fighter in the black and white shorts. I'm expecting lots of action here, John. I can't wait to see the main event.
Here we go. It is on, Marcus, and this is fun for both these guys. Yeah, it's a fight, but I'll tell you what, man. Both guys, they're ready to just come out here and let it all hang out. They know it's a 3-round fight, so they don't have to. It's not scheduled for their normal 5-round fights as champions. So they're ready to come out and just get it done.
Josh Henry wasted no time closing the distance between he and T.J. O'Brien and getting close and get that clinch on him and press him up against the cage. Now nice high kick attempt by T.J. O'Brien. Low kick by T.J. to the legs of Josh Henry. Another low kick. Josh Henry grabbed his arm and took him down. But now Josh Henry has to be careful of T.J.'s triangle, right?
And here it goes.
Just when you think you have TJ in trouble on his back, those legs fly up, and you slowly go to sleep like right here.
Yeah, he's a master at it. That's why he holds the record in the sport of mixed martial arts for the most wins by triangle choke. It's hard to avoid, man. That's why he's called the Spider.
And it looks like he's reversed position. He's now in the full mount on Josh Henry. Josh Henry doing a good job holding TJ close. TJ has a hand pin, had Josh Henry's right arm pin. TJ still in the full mount, taking his time, controlling his breathing, not getting too rushed here, because he has Josh Henry right where he wants him, I would imagine, John.
Yeah, this is a great position for T.J. O'Brien. Riding the high mount, too, and really able to control Josh Henry, not giving him a lot of options as far as getting out of that position. Josh is really going to have to buck and really going to have to power out of that. It's going to be real tough. TJ's despite his tall, lanky frame, TJ's actually a pretty strong guy.
Yes, I've seen him working out at the downtown Y quite a few times, and he's a strong young man, and he keeps trying to get that right arm of Josh's pinned under his knee to keep working him, and we'll see if he can do that. Josh Henry definitely in some trouble in this position, but he does not look too rattled, too nervous.
No, he's keeping. You're right. He's keeping his composure there, despite getting socked in the face over and over. Doing a good job. Now TJ looks like he's going to isolate one of the arms. It looks like that might be what he's trying to set up for. If he can get Josh Henry to extend one of those arms, TJ's going to lock it down, swing one of the other legs over, and go for an armbar.
Still 2 minutes left in this round. More than 2 minutes left in the first round of this battle. Josh Henry doing what he can to keep T.J. O'Brien close.
And that's a long time to spend underneath somebody that's using your face as a punching bag, Marcus.
Especially that person sitting on top of you. It's bound to take some of your wind away from you, some of your cardio away. TJ still trying to isolate. It looks like that right arm of Josh Henry's. And it looks like Josh is bloodied up just a little bit.
But to Josh Henry's credit, a lot of people come in here with the same game plan. They beat on him and beat on him, and he takes it, and then turns the tide and finishes the fight. And you can never count Josh Henry out. Every fight he comes into, he's an underdog. This fight was no different. He was the underdog coming in against T.J. O'Brien, and he said, man, I'm cool with that. I've been the underdog, and I'm cool with that title, and it takes the pressure off me, and I just can come in here and do my thing.
Nice elbows from T.J. O'Brien from top position. Now it looks like he's taking Josh Henry's back. A lot of blood on the, and now TJ's locking the rear naked choke.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood coming from Josh Henry.
And he's got the body lock in there. He's got that body lock and the rear naked choke. Josh Henry's fighting it. It looks like he's asleep. Wow. Josh Henry is a bloody mess. Look at T.J. O'Brien's right arm, the back of his arm, his chest, all covered with Josh Henry's blood. Look at that, wow. And here we're watching the end of the fight, John. Wow.
Amazing will by Josh Henry to even hang on that long and to, get the wind sucked right out of you. Looks like he's cut over his right eye. Doctor and corner guys tending to that right now, and he's really disappointed. No fighter likes to lose, but no shame in losing to a champion like T.J. the Spider O'Brien.
No, Josh Henry has an awful lot of heart. Let's go on up to our cage announcer, Shaun T, to call the official end to this battle of two champions. Shaun T, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 3 minutes and 48 seconds in round number 1, T.J. the Spider O'Brien.
There you have it, John. A great night of bouts here. T.J. O'Brien victorious and champion versus champion against Josh Henry. Josh Henry, no doubt, very tough, John. Let's kind of recap the events of tonight as we head on to break, or head home rather for the evening.
Yeah, like you said, Marcus, the main event, TJ the Spider O'Brien, the champion at 155 pounds, defeats the champion of the 145-pound division, Josh Henry. But in other action, we saw Rick Kasler in his retirement fight, his official retirement fight, with a win over Oscar Martinez in dominant fashion.
Very dominant. Oscar Martinez was out right there. And, of course, the Coda main event featuring Johnny Case against Rick Glenn. Rick Glenn coming out victorious. Johnny Case seemingly got poked in the eye. The referee didn't stop it, and that went on. And then our last fight, TJ O'Brien and Josh Henry. All right, that's it for MCC 29. Join us back here for Thanksgiving Throwdown MCC 30. It's featuring 2 championship fights. The middleweight championship with Elvis Mitofsky taking it to the cage. Also, the welterweight champion, Andy Branson, inside the cage. John, I can't wait till MCC 30.
It's going to be a great night of fights, just a few more weeks away. Wednesday, November 24th. We're right back here at Hy-Vee Hall with MCC 30 Thanksgiving Throwdown.
We'll see you then. In the meantime, I'm Marcus McIntosh with the Hurricane John Halverson. Have a great night. MCC 29 now in the books.